We have attendees from all around the Philippines. So thank you so much. And hi, I am Irene Alice Brillo, Science Research Specialist of the Department of Science and Technology, Science and Technology Information Institute, one of the licensed librarians here. And just to clarify, the Science and Technology Information Institute is not an academic institution, so hindi po siya school. Okay, it is, we are actually the information and marketing arm of the Department of Science and Technology. So we hold the library, and we also have here our documentation and creative and production division. Yan po. So to start with our session, may I request everyone to please rise for our opening prayer to be led by Ms. Keishan Eunice Romulo, Science Research Specialist 2 of STII.
Let's put ourselves in the loving presence of the Lord. Dear Almighty Father, ever-living God, we glorify and thank Thee, your name. You have showered us with so much blessings, and your presence continually reminds us of your faithfulness and guidance. We humbly ask you to shower our speakers today with your greatest inspiration, so that they may share the most of their knowledge, heart, and soul to their respective topics. May we also observe the invaluable knowledge, experiences, and put into practice what we may learn today. We pray that you bless all the committees in charge, that they may be able to fulfill their tasks responsibly, that the objectives they have set may all be achieved. Your infinite blessing would mean the success of this webinar. May we be a living witness of your genuine love through the enactment of knowledge acquired through this activity. We ask this in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen.
Okay. Amen. Okay, so here is a recap of our webinar schedules. Okay, yesterday we had our day 1. And we had 2 sessions. The first one was, do you want to build an archive, an introduction to core archival functions? This was delivered by Dr. Ira S. Buenrostro Cabab. And then the second one was delivered at 2 to 4 p.m. This was entitled Introduction to Gender Sensitivity for Librarians and delivered by Ms. Maria Giselle A. Cruz. Today we are having the webinar on improving library services using Google Collaborative Tools, and this will be delivered by Ms. Maricel C. Paya later after this short opening program. And tomorrow, we will have 2 sessions, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So the first session will be how to speak on a digital stage and capture the limelight. This will be delivered by our very own director, Richard P. Burgos. And then in the afternoon, this will be entitled Control Your Records Before They Control You, the Basics of Records Management and Records Control, to be delivered by Mr. Martin, archivist from the Department of Foreign Affairs. And to formally welcome everyone for this morning session, we have with us our director of the STII, Mr. Richard P. Burgos.
We continue with our thrust to communicate science for the people despite the pandemic. All right? And we all know that the new normal is no longer optional. When the lockdown happened on March this year, all right, so we said no more. Library closed, nobody can come and visit our library anymore. But we remained open online, okay? And in fact, so many things have happened, exciting developments happened because all of a sudden everybody is online. We have the same platform, all right? So the new normal, nothing to be afraid of. It's not optional, it is here to stay. And in a way, it's also a blessing, okay? because it allows us to serve our public better, more effectively online. Okay. So the pandemic caught us by surprise, but we quickly shifted to the new normal. In fact, we became the channel for the world to feel the heartbeat, the vital signs of DOST as it champions science for the people. And the winds of the digital fate blew in our favor because our main programs, our main sales, Starbooks and DOST TV are themselves digital natives. So that's our unique positioning. We want to win as one. As everybody else wants to do, we want to win this battle as one. Now, how do we integrate our information systems to better serve the public in the new normal? That is the question that haunts us here at DOST-STII. And I think that's a question that you should also really ponder upon every day in this lockdown and beyond. All right? Now, you remember Miss Tapia? Sino sa inyo naka-remember sa kanya? She became famous in School Bukol, no? 1977. Sino ba ngayon ang pinakamatanda dito sa inyo? All right? Anyway, Miss Tapia, Meli Tagasa, may she rest in peace. Miss Tapia, the actress and the role, she's dead. She's passed on. She died in 2018, right? But that also signaled a shift, okay? Yung librarians natin, okay? Very effectively portrayed here by Miss Tapia, okay? Hindi na po sila yung estricto or yung bawal mag-ingay sa library, okay? The role of librarians has shifted from being strict disciplinarians, from being guards, you know, battle-scarred guards, to gentle guides who will allow people to find the information that they need and hopefully be able to change their lives. So the role of librarians has shifted pretty much, okay? And I hope you as librarians who are attending this feel that in you, that you are doing an important role today, especially, okay? Pandemic tayo ngayon, but there's another more insidious threat besetting all of us, and it is the infodemic. Oh my God, ang dami-daming nalilito na waylay, okay? They are able to find information easily, but many times it's the wrong information, okay? And even politicians are riding on to that. Okay, so ito naman natin, the rise of Twitter as a gatekeeper of information. They can now censor what you post online. Okay, that's something to watch, by the way. Let's watch for that. Okay, so to survive and thrive through the pandemic, what do we need to do? Let me venture a model. To thrive and survive, we need to do PPE. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Kailangan mag-pivot. Kung hindi kaya, in one manner, let's try another way to get things done. All right? Yung project deliverables natin, kung hindi natin kakayanin because of the restrictions, find another way to get it delivered. Okay? So, looking for alternatives, looking for solutions, that is pivoting. If you don't have that ability, if you don't have the agility, then you will not thrive in the pandemic. The second item here is perform. Hindi porque nag-pandemic ay titigil ka na lang sa isang sulok. We need to perform. We need to deliver pa rin, di ba? Especially because we continue to be paid for our services. So we need to perform. We have to show that we are worth the salaries that we receive. Lastly, it's not enough to just perform, just to get a few things done, just to file a report of accomplishments. We need to excel. We need to excel because this is the stage that has been set up for information brokers just like us, just like you, librarians. So, pivot, perform, excel. Yan yung PPE that will ensure that you will survive the pandemic, and not only that you will thrive through the pandemic. So, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the inputs of these 3 days as we celebrate Library and Information Services Month. So keep safe, and yes, get your notes ready because there are a lot of things that we're going to talk about in these 3 days. Thank you very much, at mabuhay kayong lahat.
Thank you very much, Sir Richard. So indeed, during this pandemic, we need to clothe ourselves with the PPE. According to Sir Burgos, we have the pivot, where our creativity, resourcefulness, and agility needs to be brought out in order for us to look for alternatives to have, or to, in order for us to attain also the second P, which is to perform or deliver what is expected of us. But it should not be just to meet what is expected of us, but we need to excel. We need to exceed the expectations. Okay, so this morning we also have with us our interpreter, Ma'am Rosalie Mangaspak. Thank you so much, ma'am, for having us today. Okay, for our we're now going to start with our session. Okay, so our speaker for today's session is a consistent academic awardee. She finished her Bachelor and Master of Arts also in yung Bachelor pala niya, sorry, is in Library Science, and her Master is Master of Arts in Education in Library and Information Science at the Philippine Normal University. So at present, our speaker is an Information Officer 2 in the Knowledge Management in Information Technology Service under the Department of Health. So she currently heads the Portal Management Unit, Knowledge Management Division. And she's been an active user of Google applications for productivity and collaboration since 2012. Please welcome Ms. Maricel C. Paya.
So again, good morning, everyone. So before I start my talk, I would like to thank the Department of Science and Technology, STII, for inviting me to share with you the tools that I personally using and ginagamit ko rin sa office, syempre. Ginagamit namin dito. Disclaimer lang muna, if you have attended the knowledge management training that conducted by Nutrinet and the PNU Lisa as free online training workshop on library tools, this session will probably be review na lang for you, but I added some points to focus on since our topic is to improve the library services. And so today, we will explore the features of one of the most popular and free online tools for productivity and collaboration that can help us to improve our library services, especially at this time when we are dealing with this current sudden change brought by current pandemic. So before that, gusto ko muna po kayong tanungin kung ano bang nafe-feel nyo today. So please give me one word to describe what you feel today. So to answer this, you can, pwede nyo pong puntahan itong QR code or punta po kayo sa slido.com. Again, slido.com. Then, ilalagay nyo lang po yung code na DOST. So, Yung may mga phone dyan, pwede nyo pong i-picturean or i-capture yung QR code na nakikita nyo sa screen. Then, click on, type in the DOST as the code. Ayan. Chill. Meron ng sumasagot. Exhausted. Happy. Anxious. Ayan. Sleepy. Yan. Sleepy din po ba kayo? Bakit po kaya tayo sleepy? Sleepy ba dahil 11:11? Joke. Ayan. Happy. Happy. Blessed. Ayan. Work mode. Pressured. Nervous. Ayan. Okay. Sometimes frustrated and serious, but in a normal way. Okay, sleepy, not feeling well, productive. Ayan. So, nakikita natin na ang pinakamarami sa atin dito sa participants ay feeling blessed, feeling excited, and feeling happy. At least naman, di ba? Yung mga maraming sagot ay mga positive pa rin. So, mag-apologize lang din muna po ako kung hindi nyo nakikita nyo na hindi ako nakatingin sa camera. I'm using two screen para in preparation po mamaya. So, ayan. So, 94. We have 95. Ayan. Very, very participative yung mga participants natin dito. Ayan. Ayan. So, I think we can move on. Ayan. Okay, sige. Wait lang. May mga sumasagot pa. Okay, sige. I'll give you, I think, 1 minute na lang to answer this question. Ayan. Motivated? So I think we can move forward to the next slide. This is enough. Okay. Easy. Ayan. So, yung sagot nyo kanina, blessed, excited, happy, motivated. Yan yung tanong ko ngayon. Ganito ka rin ba ngayon? Stress, pressured, sobrang parang ang daming ginagawa, hindi na natatapos. Yan. Next. Yan. Gusto ko naman pong malaman kung asan po kayo na. Nasa bahay po ba kayo? Or nasa office? So, ayan. Nasa work, nasa office. Yan. Work from home. Building 9. Hi kayo ma'am na nasa Building 9. I know who you are. Ayan. Okay. Sige po. I'll give you some time to answer. Ayan, may gutom pa. Office, hungry daw siya. Oh, on my way to work pa lang si ma'am or si sir. Ayan. Okay. Okay, so I think okay na. Yan. So bakit ko kayo tinanong kung asan na kayo? Ganito rin po ba yung senaryo sa library ngayon? Sa office natin? So empty yung library. Walang library patrons. Ayan. So bakit nangyari to? Kasi nga pandemic and some of us are working at home, some of us are working at the office. Siyempre yung mga estudyante, wala dyan. Kung nasa school library kayo nagtatrabaho. And asan yung customer natin? Everything. Oops, wait. everything is online, right? This is the reality today. This is the situation today. So, as you can see, shopping is online. May Lazada, may Shopee, di ba? Sinadya ko talagang ilagay yan kasi 11/11 ngayon. So, learning is online. May mga classroom na. May mga learning management system tayo na ginagamit. And working is online din. Work from home yung iba nasa office din. Pero most of the communication, online na tayo nakikipag-communicate to our colleagues, right? Kahit kami dito sa office, pumapasok kami, pero yung meeting namin, mas na siya, online na siya. Yan. So, kahit news, online na rin, di ba? Ayan. So, now, since alam na natin kung ano yung situation natin ngayon, tools and for productivity and collaboration are very important, right? It's very important nowadays. And luckily, there are a lot of online tools that we can use depending on our needs. And they are free. Some are free, some are not free. Pero marami pa rin tayong mahahanap online na makakatulong sa atin to improve our library services. So, now, let's move forward to exploring the Google products. What are the Google tools that we can use to improve the services? And ano ba yung mga services natin sa library na pwede nating paggamitan ng mga products na to? Okay. So, sino po sa inyo ang may alam ng Google's mission? Ito yung mission ng Google. Sabi nila, our mission is to organize the world, information, and make it universally accessible and useful. Very librarian, right? Tama ba? Ano ba? Do you agree na very librarian po itong ating itong mission ng Google?
Yes, ma'am.
Very librarian. Yan. That's why I love Google kasi parang talagang sobrang pang-library siya. Okay. So ito naman yung mga mga services na pwede nating paggamitan ng mga Google products and Google tools. So to get answers for a query or sinasabi natin sa library reference service and yung pag nag-research yung mga student natin or yung mga customers natin, we can use Google, the search engine, and the Google Map, of course, for the location. To stay in touch or to communicate, for example, document delivery, for reference service then, we can use Gmail. Sorry for the logo ha, kasi hindi pa yan yung updated. Iba na yung logo niya, iba na yung kulay niya. And we can use Meet, Google Meet, para sa mga online meetings, sa mga seminar din natin. Yan. Sa mga orientations, we can use that. And to organize stuff, so familiar po ba kayo dito sa mga logos na to? The first one is the Google Photos, para sa mga pictures ng mga libraries, ng mga events sa library. The next one is the Contacts, Google Contacts. Itong third is the Google Calendar. And the fourth one is my favorite, Google Keep. Next is we can also use Google products for productivity, for collaboration, and to work smarter. So, I think familiar naman po tayo, no? Dito sa Google Drive, Google Form, this one is Google Slide, Google Sheets, and Google Docs. Okay, next. Yeah. So, here are some of the Google collaborative tools. I put some kasi nga hindi pa ito yung lahat ng products ni Google na pwede natin gamitin. But these are the most popular and mostly used, I think. Lalo na kasi parang parang online version lang siya nung Word documents, Microsoft Word products. Yan. So we have Gmail, we have Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms, and Google Keep. Yan. Meron pa diyang iba, yung Google Sites, Google Classroom, kung naka-Google Suite kayo. Yan. So, for this morning, we will focus po on exploring the features of these tools. Since ito yung request sa akin ng STII na i-present sa inyo, how can we maximize these tools? Yan. So first, yan, let's go. Let's maximize the Google Collaborative Tools. The first tool is the Gmail. So later on, papakita ko po sa inyo yung actual niya na kung paano natin siya gagamitin. Medyo hindi ko na lang kayo i-require na sundan ako kasi we only have until 11 a.m. And usually, tinitrain namin ito mga 3 days. Pero since we only have until 11 a.m., papakita na lang natin yung mga features niya na you can use and you can practice after this. So don't worry kasi yung presentation naman po na hinanda ko, ando na yung step by step. So, okay, let's go back sa Gmail. So, Gmail is a free email. Of course, it's a free email service developed by Google. Users can access Gmail on the web and using third-party programs that synchronize email content. Gmail is available on business plan with customized domain name. So, example po nun is if you are in the on organization, you can customize your email na hindi siya at gmail.com. Kunyari kami at doh.gov.ph, pero ang gamit namin platform is Gmail, pwedeng ganon. If you are in the school naman, ang alam ko meron tayong Google Suite for education. I think libre lang po ito. Tama po ba? Sorry po kasi wala ako sa school ngayon. So ano yung features niya? It is available as a web application. Pwede rin siya sa mobile app for Android, iOS, Windows, and BlackBerry. I think ito na yung pinaka popular and pinaka mostly used email since, di ba, if you are using Android, you have to connect your Gmail account para magamit mo yung mga services nila like Gmail, yung calendar, and other Google stuff. Yan. So, may inline action buttons tayo. Isa to sa mga new features niya. Confidential mode, schedule send, common webmail features, my contacts, mail filter, labels, and also you can make folders para sa mga emails nyo. So, every time na tinitrain ko itong Gmail, lagi kong ina-emphasize yung confidential mode and schedule send. Kasi ito yung pinaka, I think, useful for the librarians, especially for those who are handling the system, your library system, and you're giving passwords and credentials, so you can use confidential mode. Yeah. So how do we maximize Gmail? Yan. We can use the confidential mode, the schedule send, the template, and we can set up mail delegation. So please give me some time lang po. I'll exit this presentation and mag-move forward lang tayo doon sa live na demo para makita nyo po how we can use these features. Okay? Yeah. Yan. So now we will explore po the features of Gmail na I shared to you a while ago. Let me just check it. Okay, so the first feature that I want to share with you is the confidential mode. So, lagi ko tong sinasabi na this is used by us dun sa team namin pag nagbibigay kami ng mga passwords, ng mga credentials. So, paano ba siya gawin? This is so easy that siguro hindi lang natin napapansin, pero pwede natin siyang gawin basta may Gmail tayo. So, to do that, click compose. Yan. Sa button, dito sa bandang baba, makikita nyo yung mga icons, mga features niya. Itong nakikita nyo parang ano siya, key, lock with time. Click nyo lang siya, turn confidential mode on or off. Yan. Tapos, papipiliin po kayo kung ano po yung expiration niya. Will it expire in 1 week ba? 1 day, 1 month, 3 months, or in 5 years nyo siya i-retain. Yan. So, kunyari, 1 day, since halimbawa, bibigay kayo ng password ng credentials sa library system nyo, pwede nyo i-click yung 1 day. Tapos, kung makikita nyo dito, papapipiliin po kayo if you want to require a passcode. Unfortunately, sa Philippines, hindi pa siya available itong feature na to. So, okay lang tong no SMS passcode. Yan. Sa ibang countries pa lang siya available. If kasi available na to and clinic nyo si SMS passcode, hindi rin kayo makaka-move forward. Yan. So, save lang. Ayan. Makikita nyo dito sa baba. Content expires November 12, 2020. Yan. So, if you, I'm sorry. Yan. Mag-sample tayo. Ayan. I'll send this to my other email. Confidential. Sample. Click nyo lang yung send. And ganito po yung mangyayari. Ganito po yung magiging itsura niya pag tinignan nyo siya sa sent items. Yan. So, meron ditong content expires November 12, 2020 hanggang bukas. Then, pwede nyo siyang i-remove yung access anytime kung kayo yung nag-send nun. So, ano po ba yung feature ng confidential mode? Pag po naka-confidential mode, hindi po makakapag-download yung recipient nyo nung attachment. So, hindi niya mada-download, hindi niya ma-forward, and pag nag-expire na yung access niya, hindi na niya makikita sa inbox niya yung message nyo. Yun. So, ganun po siya. Teka lang, i-check ko if I have a delegated. Wala. Okay? So, pwede ba tong i-send sa non-Gmail user? Yes, pwede siya. Pero, ang lalabas doon, halimbawa, if Yahoo po yung user nyo, ang lalabas doon, hihingan pa siya ng authentication. I-click lang niya yung yes or send authenticate, send code, then mai-email sa kanila, tapos ilalagay lang nila yung authentication code, then saka lang nila mabubuksan yung email na yon. So, again, pwede siyang i-send sa email, sa Gmail, pwede din siyang i-send sa non-Gmail. Okay? Next feature is the schedule send. So, ito din, very effective ito. if you are a workaholic person and you don't want to disturb your colleagues, you can schedule sending your email. Example, if you are working on Saturday, tapos meron kayong gustong i-remind dun sa ka-work nyo or sa other librarians, and you don't want to disturb them. And ginagawa na ko to if halimbawa ay kunyari gagawa ako ng email tapos gusto ko pagpasok pa lang niya ng 8 o'clock, mababasa na niya ito, i-schedule ko siya ng sending na i-send siya yung email na to at 8 o'clock a.m. So pagbukas ng email ni colleague, unang-una niyang mababasa yung email ko, di ba? Okay? So to do that, click compose. Yan. So dapat po may recipient muna po kayo dito. Yan. Create muna kayo ng email. So kunyari, mag-email ako, tapos reminder. Task, kunyari. Is a reminder to, kunyari, submit your report. Then, kung titingin kayo dito sa send, meron kayong makikitang small arrow, right? And click nyo lang siya, then click schedule send. So, pipiliin po kayo kung kailan nyo siya gustong isend. Kung tomorrow, this afternoon, or sa Monday na. Pero meron din ditong customized date and time. So, kunyari gusto ko tong matanggap niya ng, okay, sige, 10:58 a.m. today. Then, send. Okay? So, saan yung makikita po? Dito siya sa scheduled. Pag click nyo yung scheduled, nandito po yung ginawa nyong scheduled email. Ayan. So, pag click nyo yan, pwede nyo siyang i-cancel at any time hanggat hindi pa nasa-send yung email nyo. Ayan. So, kunyari, ay, nagkamali ako, cancel ko na yung sending. Ayan. So, anong mangyayari? Magiging draft lang siya. Ayan. Tapos, kunyari, gusto nyong this afternoon na 1 o'clock na lang, ayan. Pwede nyo pa rin siyang baguhin anytime na anytime you want or anytime na if you feel na may mali dun sa email nyo. So, with that, pwede nyo i-check pa siya before ma-receive ng recipient. Okay? Next feature is template. This is also one of my favorite. If you are like us na gumagawa ng mga user access, di ba, if halimbawa gumawa kayo ng access nila sa library system or kahit anong system, bibigyan nyo sila ng credentials, right? Di ba? I-email nyo sila, ito yung credentials mo, this is how you do it, dito ka mag-login, ganon. So, kung paulit-ulit lang naman yung message mo, might as well na gumawa ka na ng template para i-click mo lang siya and pagka-click mo nun, lalagyan mo na lang siya ng konting details pa. So, how to do that? Check nyo muna yung compose if meron na kayong templates yan. Yan. So, dito po sa 3 dots, makikita nyo yung templates. Yan. Pero if wala kayong makitang templates dito, ibig sabihin, hindi pa naka-activate yung templates sa inyong setting. So, to do that, pupunta kayo dito sa setting, see all setting. Ayan. Then, click advance. Yan, hanapin nyo po itong si template. Tapos, naka-disable yan. Yan yung ano niya, default niya. You just need to enable it and then click save changes. So, hindi hindi naka-enable yung save changes ko kasi talaga naka-enable na siya sa akin. Okay? Yan. So, again, all settings, then advanced, click enable sa template, then go na sa compose. Yan. Tapos, punta na po sa more option, makikita nyo na yung template. Yan. So, ngayon, dinilit ko kasi yung ginawa kong template, kaya wala kayong makikita dyan. Para gumawa, syempre, gawa muna tayo ng gagawin nating message. Dear, tapos kunyari, wala ka pa namang sesendan. Yan. This is your kunyari, library account. Yan. Tapos, username. Password. To log in, and go to yan, kunyari ito yung ano nyo at library.edu.ph. Ayan yung system nyo. Thank you. Yan. So, click po natin yung more, then templates, then save draft as template. Yan. Save, then save as new template. Okay, natin library account. Then click save. Okay? So, once na pumunta na kayo ulit sa compose, pupunta lang kayo sa more, then template, tapos select nyo lang itong library account, kung ano man yung template na ginawa, then yan, meron ka ng message. Tapos ilalagay mo na lang dito yung username mo and password. Kunyari, sample. Tapos, pwede mo na siyang i-confidential mode para hindi niya send sa iba. Yeah. Then, click send. Diba? So, ang bilis natin siyang magagawa. Okay? Yan. So, next feature ng Gmail na pwede pa rin nating gamitin or i-maximize is the email delegation. Ito naman po, ginagamit namin siya if halimbawa, you have your library email. In our case, DOH library@gmail.com. And you want to connect that to your email. So, bibigyan dapat ni DOH library@gmail.com ng delegation, i-delegate niya yung email kay Maricel. So, para makita nyo po yan, pakita ko sa inyo yung email ko. Yung totoong email ko. Kita. Yan. So, this is my email. And pag clinic nyo po ito, yung picture nyo dyan, makikita nyo dito yung mga emails na nakadelegate sa akin. So, nakadelegate ako dun sa isang email na ginagamit ko for training. Nakadelegate yung DOH web team sa akin, yung Central Library, and yung isa pang email. So, paano siya ginagamit? Ayan. Ano yung use ng email delegation? If nakadelegate sa'yo yung email, hindi mo na kailangang login pa doon sa other email para lang ma-access mo siya. So, example, nandito ako sa email ko, gusto kong puntahan yung email ng team namin. So, puntahan ko lang ito, click ko lang tong picture ko, then punta ko dito sa DOH web. Yan. So, kung makikita nyo, nandito lang siya sa sa second tab. Pero, nandito pa rin yung email ko. So, hindi ako umalis, hindi ako naglagay ng email and password, napuntahan ko siya agad. So, yun po yung isang use ng email delegation. So, how to do that? Click nyo lang yung settings. See all settings. Yan. Tapos, wait lang po. Wait lang po. Email delegation. Yan. Sorry, hindi nyo makikita dyan kasi naka-delegate siya. See all settings. Tapos, dito po tayo sa account and import. Usually, pang fourth siya na tab sa settings. Tapos, dito po siya sa grant access to your account. So, ilalagay nyo lang dito yung account na bibigyan nyo ng delegation. Again, ito ay ginagamit, halimbawa, for the office email. Kung ito ay personal nyo, wag nyo bigyan ng delegation yung iba kasi personal email nyo to. Yan. So, kunyari, ito yung library email, click nyo lang yung add another account, tapos ilalagay nyo dito yung email nyo. Tapos, next step lang. Then, magkakaroon siya ng message na humihingi siya ng approval na i-delegate mo yung email mo para doon sa office email. So, i-accept lang yon and within 7 days, may makikita kayong message dito. Then, if nakadelegate na po siya, pwede nun na siyang ma-check dito sa inyong profile kung meron ng email delegate na delegated sa inyo. So, ano po ba yung ginagawa? Paano po ba din ginagamit yung email delegation? Maliban sa makikita mo na agad yung inbox ng email na nakadelegate sa'yo, you can send email din on behalf of this email. So, paano po? Kunyari, clinic ko, balik tayo, clinic ko ang email na ito. Tapos, i-email ko po si training ng sample email. Yan. Pag sinend ko yan, ang lalabas dyan, marireceive po nung panag-sendan nyo yung email, ganito po siya. Yan. Ang nakalagay po dito is yung email ng team, yung email name ng team, pero nakalagay dito sent by that email. Yung email ko. So, makikita nyo, if you are managing, marami kayo na nagmamanage ng office email nyo, pwede nyong makita, matrack kung sino ang nag-send ng email na ito. So, ayun. That's one of the use of email delegation. Okay? Ayan. Ito yung in-email ko kanina. So, sent by marcelpaya@gmail.com. Okay? So, okay pa po ba tayo? Okay? So, now, we will move forward sa other tools that we are using. Yeah. So, tapos na po tayo sa email. Now we will I will share to you the features of Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, and if possible pa po, since we have limited time, I will share to you the feature of Google Keep. Okay? So, Google Drive, it's simply an online version of folders that we are using to organize our files. So we can upload different file formats such as documents, Excel, PowerPoint. We can also upload videos, PDF. And also, what is good about this tool is we can share it to our colleagues, right? Okay, so we have here the folders. Ito yung mga sinasabi nating mga folders. Ito yung My Drive. Ito yung mga files that you are using, that you are uploading and you are creating. So ito yung mga drive ko. Then share with me are the files that has been the files that have been shared to you by other email users. So example is this. Yan. Yan. So ano yung pwede nating gamitin o how can we maximize this drive? Okay? If meron tayong shared files and you want to include that to your drive, pwede naman siya. Dati, this feature is called Add to Drive feature, but now it is parang shortcut ang ilalagay mo. So, or make a copy or yan. Add shortcut to drive. Yan. So, paano ba siya ginagawa? Kunyari, gusto mong i-organize itong folder na to kasi if shared lang yung mga files dito, hindi talaga siya naka-organize. Yan. Sample nito, okay? Meron ako ditong shared na form and gusto ko siyang ilagay dun sa drive ko. So, right-click lang natin siya. Then, add shortcut to drive. Ayan. Tapos, you will be asked kung saan siya is-save. So, click the arrow. Yan. So, if you want to create new folder, click the new folder. And or if you want to save that to the existing folder, just choose the folder that you want it to be saved back. So, click this, then add shortcut. So, what will happen? It's still here, but if you go to my drive and to that to this folder, makikita nyo that it is also available in this folder. So meron lang siyang icon na this means that this is a shortcut, drive shortcut. Okay? So basically, that's the feature of Drive. We also have the recent folder. Ito naman yung mga recently opened and modified. Yan. Okay. Next is the Google Docs. Sorry if it is a bit fast po Don't worry kasi it's in the, these are all in the presentation. Okay. So for the Google Docs, let's medyo wait. For the Google Docs, you can access that by clicking this Google app icon, then choose the Google Drive and go to the folder where the doc is available. Ayan. Ay, mali. Yan. So, I will go here and wala pala akong ginawa dito. So, recent na lang. Ayan. This is a sample file po that I made. Ayan. So, i-explore lang natin yung feature niya. So, ano ba yung mga feature ng Google Docs that we can use? How can we maximize this? Okay. Yeah. So, insert image. We can insert image directly from our computer or from our drive or from the web. So to do that, just click the insert and image. So mamimili lang kayo dyan. Pwedeng upload from computer, search the web, from drive, from photos, by URL, kung alam nyo na yung URL. Yan. So this image is uploaded from the drive. So how did I do that? Click insert, then image, select drive, and ayan. Napin lang natin kung asan siya. Pero mostly, makikita nyo yung recent sa mga ginamit nyo. So, kunyari ito, nasa share siya kasi this is shared. Then, select that, then click insert. Yan. So, yan. Yan na siya. Next is insert table. So, again, same din siya with the feature of Microsoft Word. You can insert table by clicking insert, then insert table. Yan. Then, you will be asked po, how many rows, how many columns. Then, click insert. So, bakit ko to ba ginawa? Kasi the features that I want you to focus on is the publish to web feature. Yan. So, ano ibig sabihin ng publish to web? If you connect this or if you want to ask if saan ba pwedeng gamitin yung Google Docs, maliban sa collaboration, pwede nyo siyang gamitin sa pagpa-publish ng mga collections na available. Example is this. Ayan. Kunyari, this is one of the COVID-19 resource. So, ang gusto ko lang ipakita dito is you can present this by making a table, then giving the link sa next column. Pero, to display it ng mas maganda, you can use the insert link function. So, example is this. To do that, kunyari ito, chest imaging. Tapos, kukunin mo lang yung link. Copy. Tapos, yan. Choose the word. Then, click link. Then, insert the link. Then, apply. Yan. If you have this already, you can publish na the docs to the web. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Magiging available siya publicly. So, if the document is confidential, don't do that. But if you are compiling a list of resources for a certain topic like COVID-19, you can use this publish to web feature para ma-present siya ng mas maayos. So, to do that, click the file, then publish to web. So, ayan. Meron naman siyang, there's a note here that tells that this will make your content visible to everyone by publishing it to the web, and you can link or embed your document. So, you have two options, link or embed. So, what is the difference of these two? So, link means if someone has this link, ayan, ito yung makikita nyo, publish siya sa web. So, ganito siya, buong page ang makikita. So, if embedded naman, my gosh, papakitaan ko kayo ng HTML code. And if embedded, this is usually used if you are if you have a website and you want to embed this document to your website. Okay, so to have an idea about that, ganito po ang itsura niya. Nyari. Wait lang. I'll just get the link. Oops, where is it? Publish. Yan. So, ilalagay nyo lang siya dun sa source. I will make it 2,000. You don't have to do this po, I just want it, just want this for you to see the link. Yeah. So, masyado lang maliit pero ganito po siya, naka-embed siya sa website nyo. So that's the difference between the publish to web and yung publish using embedding. Next. Next is the feature na edit, suggest, view, and comments. Yan. So ano ba ito? Ito yung, I know a lot of you knows na this one, but we will focus on suggest feature because this is so useful if you are having a collaborative editing with your colleagues. Okay? So if you are not yet familiar, you can use this feature by clicking this one, this editing icon. So click the what do you call this? Click the drop down button, then choose suggesting. Yan. Yan. So ano ibig sabihin nun? If you are familiar with the Microsoft Word's edit, review feature, this is same with that. So to do that, example, this one, insert link. I want this to be insert a link. A link or something. Kung makikita nyo, if you have noticed, meron ditong suggestion na si Maricel ay nagdagdag ng A. So, hindi siya magte-take effect unless the person or the other colleague accept the suggestion. Okay? Yan. So, example of this also is if you want to delete this one, yan. Makikita nyo lang na in-slash lang niya, pero the changes is not yet applied unless it is checked or it is accepted. So, kunyari, this is not accepted, if ni-reject siya, hindi siya mag-a-apply. That's suggest function. So, view, meaning lang, you can edit the document. You just have the view function. You cannot edit it, you cannot delete anything, you cannot add anything. That's basically the view function. And comment. So how can we maximize comment feature? So comment, we can use this to assign people or to assign a staff to do a certain portion of the document. Example, if you want to assign this one, this is insert a link portion to a certain person, you just have to highlight that, then click comment, and mention the email of the person. Example, I am assigning this to this person, then click assign. Yeah. So what's okay, commented. So ano yung use niya? If you are not assigning this to a certain person or you did not mention her, hindi siya makaka-receive ng email na this is for you to do, this is for you to accomplish. Yan. So if naka-assign siya, may email na matatanggap itong email na to, and mano-notify siya na ito yung dapat niyang gawin. You can add comment para magkaroon siya ng idea on what to do. So, that's all. Then, and another feature of this Google Docs na hindi ko mapapakita sa inyo because this is not shared is yung chat. I think you are all familiar of that. A chat is available in this document. And also, the sharing. Ayan. So, I will just share to you kung ano-ano ba yung pinagkaiba nung share with these people or with this group and share or sharing the link itself. So, pag share lang po, automatically na magkakaroon sila, manonotify sila na na-share mo yung certain document. But if you get the link, you have to check if you want them to edit the document or if you want them to be a viewer lang or a commenter or a commenter. Yan. So you have to copy the link, then put it or include it in your email. Okay? So that's it. Now let's go to Google Sheets. We're running out of time. Okay. Yeah. I would like to share to you this monitoring. Yeah. So if you can see this monitoring, this is as an example of a monitoring of the information that is requested and facilitated by a library. So pinalitan ko lang yung pangalan. Then I put user type, kailan ni-request, the date, the information was sent to the requester. So how many days process and na-process ba siya within the day or not, and the status on the month, number, and requested. So what I want you to look into this is that this monitoring tool is very useful for the library. So, saan natin siya magagamit? Paano natin siya gagawin? Kung makikita nyo dito, ito ay parang system na siya, parang database na siya. If wala siyang nakalagay dito na date, pending yung status niya. So, this is the raw data. Kung makikita nyo. Yan, wala pa. Wala pa siya. And kung meron na siyang custom formatting, automatic siya na magkakaroon ng status. Example, January 27, hindi pa siya na-send until now. So, hindi pa siya na-process within the day and pending pa siya. If we put here the date, oops, wait. Hindi siya, Kunyari na-process siya ng January 27, automatic siyang magiging done. And since siya ay same date, yes, ang kanyang process within the day. So, what I use here are formulas that we can also use sa Excel. But kung ano ba yung mas maganda dito, you don't need to save this every time. So this is a real-time editing document. So anytime that you add information here, you don't need to click save because wala naman talaga siyang save. Diba? So another feature of Google Sheet is makikita mo kung saan yung version history niya. Yan. So, kailan siya huling na-edit? Sino yung nag-edit sa kanya? And, ang pinaka-latest na addition doon is that any cell that you click and you right-click, makikita mo yung edit history niya. Siguro, this feature is nadagdag lang siya 2 or 1 month ago. So, if you click on that, makikita mo who edited this this cell at ano yung inedit niya. So I added, kunyari, so I added the 2/5/2020 noong November 10 at 11:09 p.m. So kagabi lang yan. Yan. So don't worry if you can't if hindi po kayo makasunod dito sa mga pinapakita ko kasi nandito po lahat ito and isi-send ko po ito sa inyo. So these are the formula that I use. If functions, network days, blank function, left, array formula, and conditional formatting. And these are the URLs of these functions para mapag-aralan nyo. Ito yung mga example. Yan, balik tayo. Yan. So dito sa process within one day, explain ko lang, ito po ay network days. Ay, no, this one pala, day or days process. Network days ito, meaning hindi kasama yung Sabado and Linggo dito. So with that, hindi mabibilang yung Sabado and Linggo. Kung halimbawa, natanggap mo yung request ng Friday, tapos naginawa mo siya ng Monday, so to yung ano niya, hindi sasama yung 2 days na weekend. So it. Then I use also the conditional formatting. To do that, click nyo lang yung itong click all lang or select all lang, then sa format, click conditional formatting. So makikita nyo dito, may conditional formatting akong ginawa. Ayan. Ito yung range ng cell na for the formatting and naka-custom formula siya. Sinasabi niya dito na if pending yung H2, which is the status, if pending siya, magiging yellow yung row niya. So basically, that's the condition. And marami pa siyang available conditions here. So you just have to explore that. Okay? So next na tayo. I hope nakukuha nyo yung mga pinapakita kong feature. But don't worry, it's in the presentation and isa-send ko rin sa inyo lahat ng example. Okay? So, dito na tayo sa Google Keep because this is one of the, I think, konti lang yung gumagamit nito. But sabi ko nga, this is one of my favorite tools ng Google. Why? Because this is very useful if you want to organize yourself, if you want to organize the team, and you want to note something, you have to use Google Keep. So, saan ko rin siya ginagamit? Sorry sa mga may security issues dito, pero ako kasi ay hindi ko masyadong naaalala yung mga passwords ko. So, I use Google Keep because it is very useful to me. Dinalagay ko dito yung mga password ko. Pero, syempre, hindi ko papakita dito. Okay? So, one thing that is good about this tool is that this is already in your inbox, in your Gmail. So, if you have noticed these icons, these small icons, this is the Google Calendar, this is the Google Keep, and this is the Google Task. So kung hindi nyo to nakikita, if you can't see this, you have to click this arrow here. Click here. Then it will be shown. So if you click Keep, yan, all the notes that is in the keep.google.com that you did are here. Yan. So, how can we maximize Google Keep? Ayan. We can connect Google Keep sa ating Gmail, sa calendar, and sa reminder. So, example, I am here in the inbox of my Gmail, and I have here a sample email, and I want to have a note about this. Kunyari, this is a reminder that I have to submit something. So what I need to do is I just have to click the keep, then, oops, sorry, take a note. So if you have noticed, there's a link here for this email. So check this. Yari, yan. Then done. Oops, sorry, hindi siya. Check this. Yan. So nakakonect siya dito. So anytime na hahanapin ko yung email na to because I want to check it, pupunta lang ako sa note, sa Google Keep, tapos hahanapin ko lang siya, i-click ko lang siya, then mag-appear na siya sa other tab. Ayan. That's how easy it is. Next, you can connect Google Keep sa inyong Google Calendar. Example, I have here a 9 a.m. meeting tomorrow with my team. So if I click this, ayan, may agenda kami na team accomplishments and target. But I want to have a note for myself na I have to present the status, present the challenges, and brainstorm with them kung ano ba yung gagawin naming planning. Yan. But, syempre, I don't want them to see my notes. So, hindi ko siya ilalagay dito sa details. Rather, ilalagay ko siya dito sa note. So, ito yung example. Ginawa ko na siya. So, i-click nyo lang ulit yung take a note. Then, you can put here your notes. Then, click done. Okay. So, every time that you're in the calendar, Google Calendar, and you want to check on this, yan. Wait. Yan. The note will pop up then. Yan. So, kahit na may nauna, like, example po, this is the note that I made kanina, yung team meeting. Di ba may mas nauna siya, kasi mas recent siya, mas nauna siya kaysa dito sa note ko na ginawa for this calendar. But if I click on this, mas makikita mo siya sa unahan. So, anything na ilagay mo na connected dito sa calendar, pag click mo siya, pupunta siya sa unahan. Same with the inbox. So, what I want to tell you about that is, kahit na nasa ilalim na ito, kahit ang dami ko ng note na linagay, if click ko siya, pupunta siya sa taas. Pupunta siya sa taas. So, siya yung magiging priority. So, that's how you can maximize Google Keep. And, of course, since this is a note-taking application, para siyang sticky notes if you are familiar on that, you can also create checklists like this. So this is the checklist that I made when I was the speaker of the Librarians Toolbox ng PNU Lisaa. So I have to do the presentation, the training account, and the workshop. Yeah. So if you are finished on that, i-click mo lang yung check. If not, kunyari ito. Yan. So I am done with presentation. So pupunta siya sa baba. I am done with the training account. I made that already. And since this is a task within the task, so if ever I'm done with the Google Docs and Google Sheet, and I'm not yet done with Google Keep and Menti and Idea Boards, hindi naman siya maapektuhan kasi yung tapos na, yun lang yung ilalagay natin dito. So if I am done with all the workshop, I can click this all. Yeah. So if you are an organized at super organized na person then, and you are thinking na medyo messy na yung Google Keep mo, you can archive this one. Where is it? Yan. Oh, wait. Yan. Click the archive and mawawala na siya dito. But it doesn't mean that that is already deleted. So, para makita mo yung mga nasa archives mo, andito siya. And since this is also, I think, pag naglagay ka dito ng label, kung ito ay pang portal, kunyari, yan. Even if this is in the archives, pag pumunta ka sa portal management, andito rin siya. So, hindi po mawawala yung mga notes mo unless you delete it. Okay? Yan. So, ano pa yung use ng Google Keep? You can use that for bookmarking some of the important links like this. So, this is what we use to generate strong passwords and embedding videos from Facebook. Yeah. So, ginagamit namin yan sa website. And I think that's all for the features of some of the Google collaborative tools. If you have questions, I think I can answer na po.
Okay, so thank you so much, Ma'am Maricel. We have several questions here.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, so ready na po kayo?
Okay po. Sorry.
Okay, so first question. Okay. Sabi po dito, actually we have one participant who is English speaker. Sorry,
I'm
sir.
sorry.
Sorry, sir. We hope you were able to grasp.
I'm sorry. I will send na lang the presentation and the tools that I use.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so first question from Ma'am Veronica de Villa. Can we make use of that feature in sending copy of an ebook to our patrons? Or maybe she's referring to the confidential?
Confidential. Yes, you can po, but they cannot download the attachment. So that's how confidential it is. Hindi nila pwedeng i-download, hindi nila mapo-forward yung attachments.
Okay, so pwede lang po silang mag-view. Tama,
Yes
ma'am?
po. Yes po.
Okay. Also, a question from one of our attendees. Ang gusto niya ay anonymous daw siya. Okay, so we have here, is there a feature where the recipient would not be able to screenshot the attachment or the content of the email?
Parang wala po. Kahit sa confidential mode, yun din yung note doon na hindi na natin controlled if ini-screenshot nila kasi ibang ano na siya. That's a different tool. Halimbawa, ini-snipping tool nila. So, my advice for that is if you are sending a credentials, i-highlight nyo siya ng black.
Mm-hmm.
So, meron doon na, halimbawa, username, tapos i-highlight nyo siya ng black para kahit i-screenshot nila, hindi nila makikita yung username and password. Makikita nila yung username and password pag yung highlight, tinanggal lang nila. Ganun lang siya. So, yun yung ginagawa namin kasi nga, pwede nila yung i-screenshot.
Okay, so sa trick na lang pala siya dadaanin, ma'am. No? Okay, and then another one. What if the recipient won't be able to open the mail after expiration date?
The record of the email that you sent via confidential mode is still in your sent items. So, nakalagay lang doon, niremove nyo na yung access. So, you can, anytime pwede nyo po siyang enable the access of it. So, kung nag-expire na siya, mawawala siya dun sa recipient nyo, pero pag in-enable nyo, makikita niya ulit yon. So, you just have to schedule again kung hanggang kailan nyo siya i-enable.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Next one po. Magsisend pa rin po ba yung scheduled message sa date ngayon if nagkataon po na walang internet or brownout sa date na yon?
Yes po.
Okay, so alam na natin. Pwede scheduled message. Okay. Okay, may another one we have here. What add-ons would you suggest for email management, task checking, reminders, and multiple email sending? Add-ons daw po, ma'am.
Actually, kaya nyo na po siyang gawin kahit walang add-ons eh. Example, if you are sending multiple emails, if you are sending an email for multiple recipients, you can use the Google Contacts. So, gumawa kayo ng contacts. Halimbawa, example ko na lang yung sa akin. I have a group sa contacts na for our division and for our K-mates. So, every time na magsisend ako ng email for them, ikiklik ko lang yung, itatype ko lang yung KMD, kaya for our division, tapos andun na lahat ng contacts nila. Pero if you want add-on, na-try ko na sa email yung GMAS. I think yun pa lang yung available na add-on for Gmail. GMAS siya, GMASS ata. That's para siya, if you are familiar for mail merging, that's the feature of that. Parang mini-mail merge niya yung email mo. Parang to, tapos yung name and email, then your message mo. Pwede yon GMAS. And for the, ano pa yung tanong nila, add-ons? For the Google Sheet, or if you are using Google Sheets, Docs, and Slides, you can add or you can install Autocrat. Mail merging din yon. Pero meron po siyang mga limitations like I think for the Autocrat you can only send 50 emails a day.
Okay.
Pwede niyo po siyang gamitin. Autocrat for the hindi ko na kasi sinama yung Google Slide, pero if you can see doon sa presentation ko, I embedded the Slido. Para siyang version din ng Mentimeter, pero yon embedded siya. Add-on siya sa Google Slide. You can also add or install, ano ba yung ginagamit ko? Yung, teka, i-check ko. Icons for slides and docs. For the free images or mga vector, pwede nyo yung i-install. For docs naman, Google Docs, I installed yung mga teka, I'll check ha. Ano ba yung mga ini-install ko? You just have to explore kasi. For the docs, ang alam ko yung mga parang for the APA format add-ons para magkaroon kayo ng ano pa yung tawag doon? Referencing, yon, hindi ko masabi. The referencing add-ons. That's very useful kasi once you search using Gmail, using Google, pag nasa Docs kayo, you can already add the referencing. Kahit APA man yan, MLA man yan. So you just have to explore po kung ano yung mga available dyan. But ang advice ko sa inyo is to read first kasi there are add-ons na medyo risky. So you have to think before you click. And tingnan nyo yung rating. If maganda naman yung rating, maganda yung review. Para lang kasi kayong namimili din ng products. If maganda yung review, you can install that.
Ayan. So, katulad ng pagre-review natin sa Shopee tsaka sa Lazada.
Yes.
Ayan. So, kailangan din po nating mag-review. And just the same when we do selection in our library collection, ay nagbabasa din tayo, right? Ayan. Even for the open access na ginagamit natin, nagbabasa din tayo kung peer-reviewed sila, kung how authoritative ba yung mga records. So, katulad din doon. And then, ayun, sa lahat po, for everyone who's asking for the soft copy of the presentation, yes, we will be sending through your email. Ayun, next question, ma'am. And before that, I would like to acknowledge Ma'am Rhoda, our interpreter for this morning. So, pinalitan po niya si Ma'am Rosalie. Okay. Ayan. So, okay. Question na po, Ma'am. From Ma'am Malu Palermo, do we need an administrator who would manage that system? Thank you.
Google po? No. I think no, because it's free. But if you are using Google Suite for Education, ang alam ko may certain restrictions yung iba. So you have to ask your IT if, for example, the email delegation, some of the organizations are not enabling that. Pero I don't see any threat on that. You just have to check po. Kasi baka hindi lang naman nila na-enable. Kasi ano lang siya, bagong feature. So, my advice is to ask your IT, your email administrator, if you are using G Suite for Education po or G Suite for your organization. Pero if you are using personal emails, you don't have to ask your you don't need any administrator. You just have to explore because it's free.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. In relation to G Suite, ma'am, here's another question. Sabi niya, good morning, ma'am. I am working from school and we are using G Suite for school. My question is, can I delete my account that cannot be retrieved, like email attachments, drive link, even by the administrator? How is it possible? Medyo may kulang siguro. Pero may question is, pwede daw po ba niyang i-delete yung account niya?
I think you have to ask your email administrator po kasi I am not that familiar sa G Suite because we're not using G Suite po. Pero what I know about that is there's an email administrator, and if you are using G Suite, it means it's for work. So work email, and depending on the setting of your organization, your email should be a property of your organization. So, for example, if you are a staff, halimbawa ako, I'm a staff of DOH. If I resign, all of my email should be retained in the DOH because it's work email. So, ang suggestion ko sa inyo, advice ko sa inyo, don't use your official email for personal use. So, make a Gmail or make a separate email for your personal use, like kung sa Shopee or anything. Don't connect it to your work email. Anytime kasi, pag Google, ang alam ko kasi po, pag Google Suite, if you, halimbawa, nag-resign ka or if you retired, the admin of that email of your organization can download your email and give it to you. Parang yun yung, madadownload, madidelete nila yon. Pwede yon kasi it's work email. So, I'm not just so sure po because I'm not using G Suite pa. Kasi wala ko sa school. Yun. Pero, yun, siguro to be sure, don't use it for personal use.
Okay.
And I think they don't have naman po the access to your email. Hindi naman nila makikita yung mga emails mo ngayon. But in the future, I think they have to delete that or for future for space din siguro kasi ang alam ko if you are in the organization it is paid, but if you are in the school I think it's free. Tama po ba ako? Sorry, I am not from school kasi.
I think so, ma'am. Free na, may binibigay po si DICT sa DepEd naman. Tapos meron din naman pong binigay si DICT for DOST and it's free also.
Yes, ma'am. Yung mga free from DICT, I can't. Ano siya, may free siya. But there's limitation po, di ba, right? There are certain gig that you need to maximize.
Yes po.
So, G-Suite na pala kayo, ma'am.
Yes po. Ayan. Hindi pa lang po namin na-explore yung mga gamit. So, thank you so much. At least with your talk today, naka-explore na kami. Okay. Next question, ma'am. What is the reason why others may hack email addresses? Any suggestions to protect our email account?
Think before you click. Do not, this is true for everyone. Do not open attachments that are not from do not open attachment na you are not too familiar with, especially if it is not that docs or that Excel or PowerPoint, or if lalo na pag nakita nyo na may mga HTML sa attachments, don't open that. And also, wag na po kayo ma-curious sa mga spam. Wag yun na lang siyang i-open, lalo na yung mga attachment. And be sure na nagpapalit kayo ng password regularly. Because password is very important in securing your emails. Same with your Facebook account, with your Twitter or other social media accounts. Always protect your password. And if possible, mag-avail kayo ng yung mga two-way authentication. For example, sa email, hindi mo mabubuksan for other devices if hindi nag-send ng code sa cellphone mo. Mas okay na yon kaysa pabayaan nyo yung email mo.
Okay. So, thank you so much, ma'am. So, kailangan regular daw po yung pagpapalit natin ng password. Okay, another question, but I think this was already answered. But if the recipient won't be able to open the email after expiration date, so nasagot na po ni ma'am, i-enable na lang daw po ulit natin so that the recipient will be able to see the email. Okay, for everyone also who's asking kung may evaluation or kung may attendance po tayo, the attendance will be based on your evaluation. So, yung mga sasagot po mamaya ng evaluation form, sila po yung mabibigyan din po ng e-certificate po. Okay, so please don't go away yet. Okay, hanggang matapos po natin itong morning session. Okay, so I think we have no more question. Thank you so much, Ma'am Maricel. Okay.
Thank you po.